About this material leaking out that the Commons authorities have gone ahead and called in the police. The newspaper that got its hands on the material won't reveal who from or whether, as many believe, they paid a large sum of money to receive it.
MPs are producing a lot of information this summer, but they're giving us an incomplete picture. The information we have has the bits that they weren't going to release, and we felt that it was in the public interest for people out there to know the full picture about what MPs have been doing with taxpayers' money.
MPs might try to hurry up the publication of all receipts, but with more revelations coming soon, there's no turning away from this controversy. Laura Kunsberg, BBC News, Westminster.
Well, Laura's in Westminster for us now. And Laura, while we've been on air, new allegations have been emerging. So what more can you tell us?
That's absolutely right, Fiona. No sign of this stream of new information stopping anytime soon. Lots more coming out in the next few hours, but let's just pick out a couple of the things. The Telegraph newspaper is pushing at the Labour benches again, making allegations about Barbara Follett, the tourism minister. Now, it's emerged that she claimed more than £20,000 in security for herself at her central London home. She's told us tonight that she did make those claims. The claims were within the rules and she didn't want to make any further comment. The newspaper also reports on Margaret Moran, a lesser-known figure, the Labour MP for Luton. Now, the paper reports the details of a claim they say she made for spending £20,000 on treating dry rot at a home more than 100 miles from her constituency. Now, we have tried to contact Ms Moran tonight, but so far we haven't been able to confirm with her whether that's true or not.
And Laura, some MPs have been pretty angry about all this coming out, haven't they?
They certainly have. There's been a general mood among many MPs of aggravation, but in particular, one of the ministers who features in tomorrow's Telegraph story. Now, Phil Woolas, who's the immigration minister, who's made quite some headlines in the last few days here because he's been involved in the very public debate with Joanna Lumley over the issue of the Gurkhas. The Telegraph says in tomorrow's paper that he made expense claims for nappies and for women's clothes. Now, he has told the BBC tonight that's absolutely not true. He disputes that completely, and he never received money for those claims in particular. He's also told us that he's actually considering suing the Telegraph. But there are plenty more details about other Labour figures who many people may have heard of. Ben Bradshaw, a minister, Phil Hope, a health minister, and the chair of the Home Affairs Committee, a powerful group of MPs, Keith Vaz, is also mentioned in tomorrow's stories. Now, I would say absolutely that the claims in tomorrow's paper seem so far to be nowhere near of the kind of scale that what we heard today, those details about cabinet ministers, but it's clear that there's no sign of this ending anytime soon. And for as long as these stories continue to come, continue to dribble out, the more the sorry saga of MPs' expenses may put the public off politics in general.
Laura Kunsberg, thanks very much. Nearly 2,000 jobs are at risk at one of the UK's biggest steel plants after an Italian-led consortium pulled out of an agreement worth hundreds of millions of pounds. The deal was to buy steel from the chorus